What's up, guys? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm sorry I haven't posted in a while. I say this literally every single video, but I was out of town for a while. I'm not really consistent with my YouTube grind at the moment. I am graduating college in about a month now, so I have a few projects that I have to finish up. I also really focus more so on my Twitch streams than I do on YouTube. So if you guys want to go ahead and go check out my Twitch streams, I'm live every single day. It's just twitch.tv/Primroze. I'll put the link for that in my description below. We are going to get back into the YouTube video. I have my CFM game from week 8 for you guys today. So how my CFM works, I don't think I've explained this in the past videos just because my past CFM videos have mainly been taken from my stream and just edited stream instead of what this is going to be, which is going to be kind of a post-com. Basically, my CFM, we only have 16 members in my CFM, not 32 like the usual. So this CFM, we have a lot of force wins. We're already in week 8, and this is, I think, is only my 4th CFM video. So this is a pretty big game for me because as of right now, leading up to this moment, we're actually going to be 3 and 4. So this is a really big game for us. You know, we'll see how this game goes. So far, leading up to this point, the Seahawks are actually 4 and 3. I'm in the bottom half of the bracket here. I'm not the best player by any means in this league whatsoever, but you know, this should be a pretty fun game. I think that you guys will enjoy this game. I'm not gonna spoil too much. Just stick around for the rest of the video. It's gonna be a pretty good game. All right, so I have his team roster pulled up right here, and we can see at the very top of the chart, Scary Terry. He has 94 speed. My team is terrible. I don't think I've actually gone through my roster with you guys, so I'll do that here in a second, but definitely something that we are going to have to pay attention to and keep a lookout for when it comes to the gameplay. We have Justin Herbert. He is going to be his quarterback. And then we have Ingram, Lattimore. We have Adrian Amos, Tyler Lockett, Clowney. Overall, compared to my team, his team is better than mine. So going through, we have my roster pulled up right now. Of course, I am the 49ers. I can't be any other team than that. You guys know the 49ers are my favorite. So going through my roster right here, we have number 1 on the roster, Aaron Donald. Aaron Donald plays really well for my team. So going down the list, we also have Davis, Leonard. We have, of course, my favorite player, Raheem Mostert. He was my first draft pick. Pretty stupid draft pick if you ask me, to draft him number 1, but I had to do it. I can't just leave Mostert like that, especially if the main core of my offense is literally running. I have to draft Mostert first. Going down the list though, you'll see Jameis Winston is my quarterback. And then if we go over here to Galladay, I actually made a trade. So we actually traded, I used to have Waller at tight end. So during this video, you guys will actually see Waller at tight end, but I traded Waller for Galladay and a few other dudes that I needed on my team. My team is lacking in defense. Fired right here as well. We also got Moreau. So we got a few other dudes in that trade. It's going to help out my team on defense a little bit more in the next few videos that you guys will see in the next coming days. But in this video, just keep in mind, we still have Waller at tight end. All right, so hopping straight into the video right here, we also have a few player upgrades that we need to make before we can start this game. So we have Harper, Ben DiNucci, and Darius Leonard as well. We have those 3 upgrades that we got to do. Up to this point, I'm a noob when it comes to CFM, so I wasn't aware that if you click on the player, you can actually choose what you want to upgrade. So we don't do that in this video. I literally just click upgrade all, but I do start doing that in the next few videos. I mean, this is my first CFM, so you know, there is a lot that I need to learn. I'm kind of going with the flow right now, learning as I go with it, but you know, it's pretty fun so far. So let's hop straight into the gameplay. All right, starting off the game, you guys can see the uniform color choices right here. We have the Seahawks choosing those neon green uniforms, and of course I chose the all black and red uniforms for my Niners. Easily some of the best uniforms right here. But we have Seahawks starting off the game on offense. Very first play of the game, he actually takes off with his quarterback, gets a few yards, and ends up being 2nd and 4th right now. Second play of the game though, tries to do the same thing, but my defense just screams at him and he doesn't get any yards right there. After that, we can see why I call Madden 21 volleyball simulator. Literally, you throw a ball and it just bounces off someone's hands like a volleyball. So other than that though, we did hold him to 4th right there. He actually did get that first down. Tries to run on me a few times, does get another first right here. We stop him at the 37, and of course has to keep going with what is working for his team. You know, runs one more time, and then we hold him to 2nd and 7. Actually passes the ball, gets a wide open touchdown right here to number 15. I actually don't know who that was, but it was a pretty wide open touchdown. So now I'm on offense. You know, the run doesn't work quite that well first play of the game, but it's okay. We do get those yards that are needed. 2nd and 3rd play, which is totally fine. And then I go ahead and I pass the ball. I'm not feeling too comfortable with the run at this moment, but I pass the ball, get a few yards right there. Go ahead and we run another mesh post. I love throwing to be on the very top with mesh posts. That's probably one of the favorite things I love to do, because, you know, unless he's being usered, unless someone puts, you know, someone in coverage out there in the center of that field, it's gonna get open for me, at least in my experience running mesh posts. I know a lot of people like throwing those two in routes when it comes to mesh posts, but that's something that I like doing. We do get a really good run right here with Mostert, and I get hit really hard. I don't know how I didn't fumble, but you know, that was Mostert for you. So right here, we're actually held to 4th and goal. I do kick a field goal just to be safe. You never know, especially with 4th and goal. I like to put some points up on the board, especially since he already scored 7 on me. So back on defense, we hold the Seahawks again to 4th, and we actually get a good stop on him right there at 4th. Really good defense for us right there. And then another little stretch run with Mostert. Another good few yards. Try to run another little power O right there. Doesn't look like I get any yards right there, but that's totally fine, because we run another power O with Mostert and actually do get the touchdown on that play, which is really good. So back on defense, first play, he actually has a flag, and then next thing you know, I don't know what my opponent was thinking right here, but running out of bounds, safety. Like, why would you even do that if you're that close to the end zone? I would personally run instead of try to roll out with my quarterback. But we do get a really nice run and a nice stop and go right there with Mostert. I'm still, as you guys can tell, running with Mostert because it's what I'm comfortable with. Obviously, I drafted Mostert for a reason, for this team to be comfortable with him. Another nice outside stretch run with Mostert. Actually get the touchdown on that one, which puts us 2 possessions in the lead. All right, now we're back on defense. My defense goes crazy right here, and we actually hold them to 4th and 17 right here on defense, which is kind of crazy. And then my opponent throws a really unfortunate throw out of stack pick. We actually do get tackled before that, but really nice power O run right there for another touchdown. So now we're up 3 possessions, and unfortunately my opponent throws another throw out of stack pick, and we can't return this one, but you know, it's totally fine. I have another nice little throw over top to be right there in the mesh post, which I love doing, and that takes us to the end of the first half, which is insane. We're leaving the first half up 3 possessions, which is really awesome. So another power O run right there. If I would have caught a little more inside, I probably could have gotten a few more yards, but that is totally fine. More fight from Mostert right there for those little extra yards. 2nd and 3, another outside run from Mostert. I love switching up, just running power O, running stretch out of I form tight, which is what I run power O of, and then running stretch out of I form wing. But right here, we actually are held to 4th and 28. And this is the main reason I drafted a 99 kick power kicker, is to make those field goals that you just don't think that you can make. But, you know, another unfortunate pick right there. So we're leading still by 3 possessions. And, you know, at this point in time in the game, being this far down the leaderboard, this is huge for me. I need this win to keep up the record for the CFM, but my opponent has a really nice dot right here. We do end up stopping him, but he is on the 15-yard line, which means he's really close, and he's also in field goal range. But he throws a really nice pass right here. I actually thought it was going to be a touchdown, and then, you know, out of nowhere, my player just slaps the ball straight out of his hands, and he's been able to get that touchdown right here. So he throws, I don't even know what this play is, but he throws that play, ends up getting the first, and tries to do a few runs. Runs don't really work out for him, so he goes straight back to passing, and I don't know what this was. Didn't get any yards, didn't get anything at all, and then, you know, we held him to another 4th. And this was actually kind of unfortunate for him right here that this actually happened. But, you know, throw out a sack, pick six, it's happened all the time. And it just happened to him again. So now we are up 4 possessions. 4 possessions at the very, very end of the third quarter. Which is crazy. But right here, my opponent throws another pick. I don't know what is going on in his mind at this point in time. I don't know how he is throwing these. I think that he just kind of wants something to get open, is hoping that something will get open. But, you know, it's not really happening. We held him to another 4th, and, you know, that was overthrown. I don't know what he was doing, but it was overthrown. We have a little inside run with Mostert, pushed forward all the way to the 1 yard line. Another little inside run right there for the touchdown. You can see Coach Phil going absolutely crazy right there. Super, super happy, super excited for this this game. I don't know what my opponent is doing on defense. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know what he's doing on defense. I don't know what he was throwing right here, but it works out for him. It actually works out for him, which is crazy. I don't know why he hasn't been doing that run the entire game. All he needs to do is just roll out, be a little patient with it, and his guy gets open straight over the top. So he holds us to 4th again right here. We actually have a nice little dot over to B in that mesh post to get that first down. And now we're only on the 20-yard line, which means we are in field goal range. And of course, I run that outside stretch with Mostert and score another touchdown. You can see Coach Phil celebrating right there again. So now back on defense. I have 50 points on the board. 50 points on the board. And my opponent tries to throw that same play that got him a touchdown last play. It doesn't work. Throws a pick. Very unfortunate pick. I don't know what he was doing. I don't know why he was trying to do it. Nice little stop and go right there. Couldn't get past the last defender, but you know, it's totally fine. We have another stretch run from Mostert right here, and I do cut it inside right there, which I think is a really good decision. And it actually ends up being another touchdown. And so now we have 57 points on the board. I don't know how I've got there. I don't know what happened to this point. It's just pick six after throw out a sack after safety. Like, how do you get a safety if you're doing this? I just don't understand it. But, you know, my opponent, honestly, I just think that he was rushing coming up to this point in time. I was taking my time with plays, as I kind of do, but at the same time, like, I throw the same thing over and over and over again, and I kind of have an idea of what's going to get open. I don't just call something and, you know, just throw it just cause I need to get something, you know. But I think that's kind of what he was doing. But another touchdown by Mostert right here. Coach Phil again celebrating. We have 64 points on the board, and at this point in time, my opponent is just throwing pick after pick after pick. 35 seconds left in the entire game. I have 1 timeout. My opponent has 1 timeout. He has a really, really, really nice throw right there again to number 15. I don't know who number 15 is. I'm sorry, I don't know names and numbers at this point in time, but my opponent literally throws a touchdown and he doesn't get the touchdown. And I have 64 points. That's just all that I'm just amazed at this point in time that my record is terrible compared to this dude's, and he has 64 points. And this play was actually insane. Like, him actually throwing that and catching that. It was an unfortunate animation, but you know, it was just pick after pick after pick. Like, at this point in time, it was 64-21. You know, my opponent scores another 7, but there's no way in hell he's going to catch up to me. So I have 3 seconds left on the board. I have 1 play left in the game. I think my opponent went for an onside kick. I try to throw it to get that final touchdown because, you know, all I want to do is score 70 points. That was my goal. Literally, I was streaming this game. I was literally talking to my chat, and I was just like, I just want to score 70 points. I tried it, didn't quite make it, but, you know, we actually ended up winning the game 64-28. So I think it's a pretty good dub. All right, so as you guys could tell by that video, that was kind of intense. It was kind of crazy. There was a lot going on. I'm so not used to these post-com videos. I need to practice. I need to get better at this. I'm not K-Mac. I can't do it off the top of my head. It's hard to do. I have to pause. I have to edit. It's just hard. I stumble across my words. It's really hard. But I hope that you guys did enjoy that gameplay. If you did, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe down below, as well as comment. Give me a comment. What was your favorite part of the game? Did you guys like Coach Phil celebrating? Did you like me running with Mostert? Are you mad at me because I only run with Mostert? Please let me know. I'd appreciate it. It helps me out a lot. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.